Hey, what is up guys, I'm in a video, and today I'm going to be bringing you another video, and it's going to be an NBA video, and it's going to be on will the Boston Celtics actually make the NBA Finals. And before I get into this video, I can't tell you how much it helps me to say that finally, coming back to making videos. It's only been like 3 days, but oh my god, I just these circumstances I've been provided with, I have not been able to make videos, but I'm going to be back on the grind, making daily uploads, at least trying to stay on that grind. So guys, just support me through this. But anyway, without further ado, without me railing on too much, let's get right into this video. Let's get into the reason that I'm even making this video, and the reason is going to be that Steph Curry himself, obviously one of the best players on the Golden State Warriors, he came out and said after they lost to the Boston Celtics that he said it is very, very likely that they will see them in June, aka they will see them in the NBA Finals. It's saying that they will probably beat the Cavs, and that's what he's pretty much saying right there. Well, now, do I think that's going to happen? I'm going to actually start giving reasons why and why that could not happen. So I'm going to let y'all decide for yourselves, and I'm going to give my own opinion at the end. So let's get into how they could actually make the NBA Finals. Their first reason is going to be their young talent. And by that I mean they had a great draft and they just have really good young talent. And Jason Tatum, who's having a pretty much rookie of the year any other year if it wasn't for Ben Simmons. Right now he is averaging 13.9 points per game, 1.4 assists per game, 5.6 rebounds per game. And also they do have Marcus Smart, who is having his best year yet. He's had a few years in the NBA, and this is by far his best year. The dude is averaging 9.2 points per game, 1.5 steals per game, and 5.1 assists per game, and 8.9 rebounds per game. That is by far a great year that he's having compared to all his other years. But this is a much better year for Jaylen Brown. Probably the most improved player on that Celtics roster is Jaylen Brown. The dude is having a way better year as he is averaging 15.8 points per game, 1.2 steals per game, 1.1 assists per game, and 6.6 rebounds per game. That is a astronomical jump from what they were last year. But then my second reason, and the second and final reason of why they could make the NBA Finals, is Kyrie Irving. They are literally being carried by Kyrie Irving right now, and he's shown that this dude is the most clutch player in the NBA. He is Mr. Fourth Quarter. I don't care who you say, the dude is the best clutch fourth quarter player in the entire NBA. Alright, if you still don't believe me, look at this. Right now, he is ranked 13th best in clutch scoring, and right now, on the season, they are 8-2 while going into the fourth quarter trailing. They went into the fourth quarter losing games, but they're 8-2 and coming back and winning those games. He is extremely clutch, and the NBA.com has him ranked as the 13th best clutch scorer in the entire NBA. But like I said, that was the only two reasons I could think of how they could make the NBA Finals. Now let's get into why I do not think they will make the NBA Finals. Right now, they have no real experience. And what I mean by that is that same young talent that might help them make it to the finals is also going to play against them. As right now, the bulk of their players, and the reason they are so good is their young talent, which means they have little to no experience in big games or playoffs. And then you might be like, well, they also have Kyrie, who's the best player on their team, who is pretty known, and they also have Al Horford. Well, both of those players have not had to play in the playoffs without great players. Al Horford had Isaiah Thomas pretty much carrying that Celtics roster. Kyrie had Kevin Love and LeBron James helping him make it to the NBA Finals, and he never made it to the playoffs without LeBron, and he never had a winning season at Cleveland without LeBron. LeBron pretty much is the reason he made it to all those big games. Kyrie is great and all, but I just don't know if he has that potential to carry a team to the NBA Finals. And also, my second reason of why they won't make it is their lack of starters, or star power. Most teams that make it into the NBA Finals have a big three, and just look at all the super teams. Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins. Then you have Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, and LeBron James, Paul George, Carmelo, and obviously Russell Westbrook, and obviously other smaller super teams. You need a big three to be successful in this league. And right now, yes, they would have an extremely good big three in Al Horford, Gordon Hayward, and Kyrie Irving. But now, they have a big two of Kyrie and Al Horford, with Gordon Hayward pretty much out for the season with that gruesome injury that he had. And I don't even think Al Horford is what you would consider a person you want as part of your big three. Maybe a part of your big four and being the fourth man, but you don't want him being your third or second option on offense. I just don't think he's that type of player. So I don't think they have enough stars to make the NBA Finals as of right now. But I do think once those young talents develop into future stars and Gordon Hayward comes back, they could be an NBA Finals contender. But then my fourth and final reason is going to be, well, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everybody started sleeping on them, thinking they're going to be bad, but then what do? Out of nowhere, they just turn their season around, and now they're one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference once again. Probably will finish with the 2 or 1 seed. You never know with them. But right now, they have LeBron, who wants to show Kyrie, you shouldn't have left us. You're going to lose. You're not going to make the finals. You really think LeBron's going to let Kyrie beat him in the conference final? That's not going to happen. But then also, Isaiah Thomas has came out about and said that he wants to beat the Celtics, as like he just doesn't like them, and he did say in an interview that he wants to beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that he does have problems with the GM of that team. He's talking about how he'll never talk to him again and everything, and he came out and said he wanted to beat him in the Eastern Conference Finals. Anything, and another thing that kind of worries me is the coach of the Boston Celtics. After their loss and their 16-game winning streak was snapped by the Miami Heat, he came out and said that they weren't as good as their winning streak showed. Like, they think the winning streak was better than their team, and that they weren't really all that good. That's kind of, a demotivator. I think he was probably just trying to keep his team humble. I understand that. But it's kind of weird to have your head coach come out and say you're not as good as what your record / your winning streak is showing. It's kind of concerning to me. But, I mean, let's just see how that works out. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be, unfortunately, it for this video. But at any point, if you did like the video, hit the like button. If you really, really liked the video, hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. But also, comment below. Do you think they have what it takes to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, go to the NBA Finals? And if they do make the NBA Finals, do you think they will be able to beat the Golden State Warriors or even compete with the Golden State Warriors? And also, if you want me to make a video on the Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook story, comment that below, too. Or just comment below whatever you want me to make. Because as of right now, I'm going to make another NFL video and just see how that goes. I think I'm going to start, and going NBA, NFL, NBA, NFL. But like I said, that's going to be it for this video. So kids, don't think you're right, you either. Remember, never do your vegetables, always do your drugs. Stay safe, for your seatbelt. Goodbye.